We open with the funereal service of Jughead Jones.
That was cunty.
Black hood. We're called the Red Circle. We're coming for you. We will find you. Find you. We will hunt you. Hunt you. We will land you.
Inexplicably, there is a service that only Betty, Archie, and Veronica are attending.
Betty is giving Forsyth's eulogy.
She is, and she's like, "Come back to me. Jughead, don't die. Come back to me.
I'm coming back to you, baby.
I'm coming back for you."
Because you guessed it, Jughead wakes up.
Yeah, he goes, Like-
instead of like a...
he literally goes,
He was fully supposed to die when
Like,
Penny
beat to
beat him
death.
up. But he was saved in the nick of time. He wakes up in the hospital,
Mhm.
and FP's sitting there like, Jug, I have some bad news. The serpents have been dissolved. We
Yeah.
all went to the Rumble following your attack because we wanted to avenge you and Fangs. Even though, turns out, Fangs is also alive. Fangs is also alive, so Fangs up.
Fangs up. It wasn't FP that lied. It was actually the deputy.
That called FP saying
And
that Fangs had died.
He lied and she believed.
She lied and he believed. Hiram paid the deputy to lie about Fangs' death so that the serpents would try to avenge Fangs and Juggy at the Rumble. FP is recounting to Jughead, the Rumble was an absolute wash. There were way too many ghoulies. Any serpents that survived or weren't arrested have like fled the state.
The Sunnyside trailer park has been burnt.
Except for
inexplicably
their
trailer.
trailer. But at least he's alive. And Betty comes to visit him. And she gives him a little kiss. Juggy is like, Betty, I'm so sorry. I should have been there for you, for your dad.
Yeah, which
And-
like, yes. But also, he didn't know that was happening.
Yeah.
He was trying to sacrifice himself.
He's going to sacrifice himself.
He's going to sacrifice himself.
Criss-cross, Riverdale Mortal Instruments.
Oh, now that's something I can get a hold on.
Yeah.
That's something I can
Now,
hold on.
let's just say, I'm gonna swing big. Archie, Clary, Faye.
Clary Frey.
Clary.
Clary
Dun
Frey.
dun 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 dun.
Good. Look at you. If we want to go thematically, Betty and Jughead would have to be Clary and Jace
Yeah.
because of the brotherness. In any case, Ronnie is Isabel.
Yeah.
No matter what.
No matter what.
Simon, actually, I feel like Archie is low-key more Simon. Magnus would have to be Cheryl, and Alec would have to be Tony.
Yeah. Yeah. So the Lightwood family is Tony, Jughead, and Veronica.
Jughead and Veronica.
Chick is Sebastian.
Chick is Sebastian for sure.
For sure.
For sure. And Valentine is Hal.
Sorry.
So
Riverdale Mulholland Drive. We don't need to get into
we
it.
can't get into that one, but just know Veronica.
Oh.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Juggy is the director.
Oh yeah.
That might honestly need to be all the casting that's needed
That's
on that
it,
one. Yeah.
TBH.
Yeah. But yeah, Betty's taking a couple of days off of school.
There's a media circus at her house. Alice is
Yeah.
trying to stave them off by being like, "Abandon all hope, ye who enter here!" Like she's cracking up, and that's okay.
And that's okay. She's had a long, long life, and it's all coming to a head.
Another part of this scene, Jughead and Betty are like, "I guess we're not running for student council," so they do
Yeah.
drop out of the student council race.
We cut over to the Andrews house where Ronnie, Fred, and Archie are kind of gabbing. Ronnie's like, "Hey, Mr. Andrews, post riot, we're gonna go. I'm focusing on your campaign. We're gonna go around on a victory lap tour for the election." But Ronnie is also dropping out of the student council race.
Archie is
Archie's staying in
staying in the race
inexplicably.
without a running mate.
Question mark.
Right.
But we cut over to Thistle House. Sierra McCoy has officially gotten through the what's it called? Emancipation
Guardianship?
Papers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so Cheryl, her legal guardian is now Nana Rose.
Which, thank God.
Sierra's like, here are the papers. I'll have somebody deliver them to Penelope. And Cheryl's like, no, I would love to give this missive to my mumsy and my odious uncle Claudius.
They've been living in the barn or like doing business in the barn. So Cheryl looks through the barn door and she sees, OMG, Zika.
Hiram's
there too. Hiram is doing shady dealings with Penelope and Claudius. So Cheryl lets out a little gasp. Penelope hears her though. She's going to investigate outside, but Cheryl has disappeared. Where has Cheryl hid? Cheryl in the barrel. We cut over to Riverdale High School men's bathroom.
Because of course we do.
And Moose is crying at the sink. Bet you didn't think we were going to talk about Moose right now, huh?
But we are.
Who should walk in but Kevy Keller? And Kevin is like, oh my gosh, Moose, are you okay?
He's sitting there and he's like, they destroyed it all. Midge's memorial locker. They took all of the letters and stuff. He's distraught.
Which is fair.
And Kevin comes over and gives him a hug and is like, it's okay. They're just things, Moose.
Like, her memory lives on. Like, you'll be okay. We'll get through this together.
And then Moose kisses Kevin, and Kevin's like, oh my God, this isn't the right time.
Like,
never mind. He's going into it.
Let me mac you crazy style.
So they're making out.
Yeah. We cut over to the student lounge.
The only person left running, Archie Andrews without a running mate, and Ethel Muggs without a running mate.
Rosie's also dropped out of the race.
Because Reggie infamously almost shot Fangs.
And Josie is like, yeah, I had to talk with my mom after the riots. I'm an artist, not a politician.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's just Ethel versus Archie.
And
I wonder who's going to win. Yeah. It's a pretty tight race.
While this conversation's also happening in the student lounge, Juggy is getting an update with Tony and Sweet Pea in their like serpent classroom, where even their like faux student club has been disbanded. Sweet Pea and Tony are like, dude, we absolutely can't give up right now. Like, we can't go out without one last good fight. What about all of those people at the White Worm? And Jughead's like, what?
Turns out there's a big group of serpents that has stayed in Riverdale because they can't afford to leave, which makes sense.
Yeah.
And they're in the White Worm.
Because they're all low-key homeless now after Sunnyside Trailer Park got trashed.
And so Juggy is like, we're going to have to figure something out.
He's like, does my dad know about this?
And of course he did.
It seems like FP was lying. We cut over to the Cooper residence, where Betty is trying to get consoled by Archie and Veronica. You know. Thruppling.
I'm sure she texted Jughead about this beforehand.
Yeah, but he has to go confront his father.
He has to go confront his father.
Betty is basically just like, I hate my dad so much. He needs to rot.
So the aforementioned Juggy FP blowout happens. FP is sprawled out, gooch out, drinking again. Because he got fired from Pops because Hiram is, quote, cleaning house.
And Jughead is like, dude, why didn't you tell me about all the serpents at the White Worm?
Mm-hmm.
And FP is like, I didn't lie when I told you that the fight is up. Like, there's nothing we can do. Like, he's really coming for all of us. He's won every single piece of property. Like, there's not much left, Juggy. So
get your shit. We're moving to Toledo. There's other family turmoil going on. I'm just going to go over to the Pembroke. Ronnie, Juggy, Betty, and Archie are like, well, divas, who was the other Black Hood that was shooting at the
mayoral debate?
And then also trying to get Fred Andrews again.
Yeah.
And they're surmising that it was Hiram that hired somebody to kind of do this for political gain so that Fred would be taken out of the picture.
Yeah.
Hermione is like, I totally get that he probably actually did hire somebody to shoot at me. So here is the only leverage I can give you is that he wants the White Worm.
Yeah.
So do with that what you will.
Sierra McCoy is getting pulled all over town. She's serving emancipation papers for Cheryl.
She's going to help Ronnie get her $1 million from the Nick St. Clair beat up hostage negotiation situation. Yes. She's trying to get that money out of the trust for Ronnie so Ronnie can go ahead and buy the White Worm.
We cut back over to the Cooper house. Polly's back. Diva.
Polly and the twins are back.
Polly and the twins are back. Of course. Well, they're visiting because, you know, Hal did get arrested. Polly's not super helping because she's very like, y'all haven't even visited Dad yet? How are we going to forgive him?
At the farm, they teach us that if you don't forgive somebody, you become as bad as they are. So, you know, I just think maybe we should extend some forgiveness to poor dear Daddykins.
Forgiveness is the most powerful thing we can give. Betty is like,
No, fuck you.
Absolutely not.
I'm not going there.
Seeing him ever. And Alice is like, yeah, Polly, that's kind of cray, but it could be nice to see him, like maybe give him a piece of my mind or get some closure. Like, just note that he's like locked away and whatever.
Jarchenings are happening.
Oh, jarchenings are happening. We cut over to Sunnyside Trailer Park. Juggy is like, I'm absolutely PO'd. Hiram is seemingly winning every single gambit. Like, I don't know what to do next, Archiekins. Suddenly, Sherelle bursts through the door.
She does.
Remember how Cheryl saw the Penelope Hiram situation? She confronted her mother and was like, I'm going to visit
I'm bringing some nibbles to Mon Cherie and all of the serpents at the White Worm.
I'm going to go support my serpent girlfriend. And I know that you were shady dealings with Hiram anyway, Mumsykins. And Penelope's like, oh, Cheryl, don't go to the White Worm tonight. We cut back over to Sunnyside Trailer Park. Cheryl is busting in, yelling at Jarchi, guys, we need to go to the White Worm. I already called Tony to give her the heads up. The police are raiding it tonight. I got it out of my snake of a mother. Jarchi, Cheryl, et al. Convene
at the White Worm.
And they're warning everybody. They're talking about, like, we're getting sanctuary on the north side, but we have to sneak out of here.
Then is a Celtic
it's just the
operatic score
of the entire gang traversing the streets in a clump. Ding, ding, ding.
Now all of the serpents are living at the Andrews house.
Cut to the next morning. Fred is making breakfast for everybody. Archie and Jughead are helping. Ooh,
they're exchanging looks. They would make anybody gay.
And then Archie tugs at Juggy's jacket and he goes, do you have any extras of these? I have a plan. We cut back over to Riverdale High. Principal Weatherby had made an announcement. All of the remaining serpents were going to be transferred to Seaside High.
And bust out there every day. It's
2 hours away.
It's retaliation for Sweet Pea destroying the school.
But Archie is on the case. Everybody is donning a serpent's jacket in a school-wide protest.
Waldo is like, I guess everybody get to class.
Yeah, you win this one, Archie Andrews. Following this school walkout assembly situation in the hallway, Ronnie pulls Jughead for a chat. Ronnie tries to warn Jughead that Hiram is trying to buy the White Worm. Juggy is like, shit, dude, like, we're so done. Even my dad got fired from Pops. And Ronnie goes, ding, 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 ding. I have an idea.
Ronnie is at the empty White Worm.
Hiram shows up.
Oh, Papa, I'm here at the White Worm. And let's just say it's mine now.
I have the deed.
Me and Mr. Hoggins.
We worked it out. Hiram is like, okay, you own the White Worm. What now? And Ronnie goes, well, I will trade it for Pop's chocolate shoppy.
Hiram's like, if you do this, there's no more allowance, no more credit cards, no more stakes in the lodge industry. Ronnie thinks about it for a second and goes, fine. It's all blood money anyways.
Yeah, Ronnie indeed is the now owner and proprietress of Pop's chocolate shop. We also get a little conclusion on the copycat Black Hood. Archie goes to Sheriff Mineta. Sheriff Mineta is like, we found the second Black Hood that was firing at the mayoral debate and trying to shoot Fred again. Turns out it was
Gerald Petite,
a.k.a. Tall Boy.
And Tall Boy is dead.
We got into a shootout with him when we were trying to arrest him for Black Hoodnings, and it was correct that Hiram was buying out this Black Hood to attack Fred Andrews. Archie takes this, goes over to Hiram, and is like, you targeted me when I was at my weakest, the most vulnerable, scared about the Black Hood, trying to protect my dad. Now you're sending out hitmen to shoot at my dad? Archie pulls out a knife.
He does. He goes, and you know what? I think I am ready to make my bones with you. Bam! Stabs the table.
And he says, Hiram, I can't prove anything with hard evidence out of what you've done so far, but I know that you murdered Papa Poutine. You murdered Cassidy out at Lodge, and I'm going to be following you, watching. Anything you do, any slip up you make, I'm going to jump on that. And you're going down.
Yeah.
Archie and Veronica turning on Hiram. Snaps to them. We cut back over to the Cooper house. Betty is still looking into Juniper's eyes.
She's like, there's evil in me, Jughead.
Jughead is there.
My grandpappy was evil. My grandfather was evil. My father was evil. I must be evil. And maybe these babies are evil too.
What if Juniper and Dagwood turn out to be serial killers? What if it's something I just can't control? What if it's in my blood, Jughead?
And Jughead's like, Miss Diva.
That's simply not the case.
The darkness in her is self-harm and sadomasochism. There's like...
It's not serial killing.
It's not serial killing. Like, I'm sorry. You like, that's not what's happening here. But
que sera, sera, Jughead is comforting Betty through this moment where, to be fair, she's going through a lot. But with this newfound reassurance and her lack of evilness, she does the one thing she promised she'd never do.
She visits her father.
In jail. And
he's in like a Hannibal Lecter style holding cell.
Yes.
You're evil and I'm evil and blah, 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 blah.
And she's basically like, no, Diva, you have no power over me. I rebuke you.
I rebuke thee. I rebuke thee.
And so she diva stomps out of there.
She diva stomps out of there with a smile on her face while he's like, you're gonna be evil. Like, you're just like me. And she's like, I'm not a bad bitch.
So we cut over.
We cut over to
the
the
student
school.
lounge.
Because if you guys were just really worried about how the student election was gonna pan out, Archie won.
Woo! And he looks over to Jughead.
Who's he looking at? Oh, his girlfriend?
Not Ronnie.
No.
Not Ronnie.
See how she's almost out of frame? He's looking at his boyfriend. He is so happy with this victory, but just wants to share it with his boyfriend.
Yeah,
like,
just wants to share inside of his boyfriend.
Like, it's ridiculous.
Shares inside of his boyfriend.
Oh. After this well-deserved win, we cut to a serpent
gathering at the river. 60 years ago, the serpents gathered for their first meeting by this very river. It's only appropriate that in our new rebirth, we also meet here. IFP am retiring. For real this time. Your new serpent leader, my son, Jughead Jones.
He's the new serpent king.
In the audience of the serpent brigade, Fangs is back. Yay! And Sweet Pea's jostling him. And Fangs is still a little, I'm still injured.
Seconds away from death. Let's take a silly one, guys.
Yeah, let's take a silly one, guys. But as Jughead's first initial act as king, he has to knight Cheryl.
Tony brings out a red cropped
Southside
serpent jacket. And it's for one Cheryl Bombshell.
And Tony is looking on at her girlfriend, just so proud.
I love them.
And something about this still, I don't know if it was Riverdale crack edits. I don't know why. This is just burned into my memory as just a moment of absolute joy and elation.
And like many other things, I don't remember it at all.
Cheryl is the newest serpent, which, to be fair, like, she did do a lot for the gang with both the warning from Hiram's SWAT team invasion and the night of the archery saving Tony. We cut over to the Andrews house. It's the night of the big election. Ronnie, Archie, Sierra are all there supporting Fred as the little phone rings. Ding-a-ling, ding-a-ling, ding, ding, ding. Fred picks up. He looks out to the room and he says, Hermione won.
I mean, we kind of knew it was
we kind of knew it was going to happen.
But it did.
It did, and it's kind of sad. So everybody's like, harumph. Ding dong. Hermione Lodge is at the front door of the Andrews house. I came to shake Fred's hand and say, you had a good campaign. And Sierra knowingly looks at Fred.
Like, I don't know why we focused on her in this moment, but she gives a little, like, wink to Fred. She gives a little knowing, like, they're touching hands. Look.
Doomed Yuri.
Yeah, like.
Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yowie is women.
Yuri is women. Yowie is men. Yeah, you're fucked up for that.
We cut over to the White Worm, where Hiram has assembled an Avengers-level Wario brigade of villains. Penny Peabody, Penelope Blossom, Claudius, Malachi the Ghoulie, and Sheriff Minetta.
Claudius, we'll have your drugs. Malachi, we'll have your drug runners and your dealers. Penny, you're going to be troubleshooting the drugs. Penelope, you're getting your brothel.
And
Sheriff Minetta, he does not say a word to him.
And Sheriff Minetta is going to be the, like, dirty cop, though, that's letting it all happen. But this is basically the secret Sodale Project Brigade, Hiram's larger plan outside of just opening the for-profit prison, which is already shady boots. But now he's fully in the drug and prostitution ring as well.
Yeah, so it's like,
right.
We get a little scene where Ronnie is talking to everybody at Pops, and she's like, hey guys, I bought Pops. And I learned that back in the days, the basement used to be a speakeasy, like flappers and cigarette girls. And maybe it could be a place for Suburbs and Northsiders alike.
To get along with a little softer dealings. Juggy, would your father want to manage the joint?
And
Ronnie is now a speakeasy owner.
Yeah. Following this declaration of speakeasyings, Betty and Jughead decide to get it on. And
Jughead rents out a little motel room, pops some champagne, and basically is like, hey, Bettinter, you want to be my serpent queen?
And she's like, of course, Juggy. Get over here, you big log. And so they fuck. Again. And just to put a nice, tidy little bow on the Cooper storyline, Alice is going to meet the guy who helped save Polly when she was broken after Jason.
Polly's really pushing this farm narrative as a healing place. What a glorious conclusion to every single plot line. Fred, while not the mayor, has his family. Archie has spurred Hiram and found joy in Jughead. Jughead has found himself the king of the serpents and in love with his girlfriend Betty, who has successfully defeated the Black Hood and sent her father to jail. Ronnie is also fully her own woman, a proud business owner. Cheryl, emancipated from her evil, evil parents, part of a new gang with her life partner Tony. Fangs is out of the hospital. Koos is Endgame.
Yeah, Koos is Endgame.
And nothing could be better.
But there's one more scene.
Archie is being inaugurated as the class president.
Josie
is singing the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see? We cut back and forth between everybody smiling, cheering Archie on as he holds his bosom and pledges allegiance. Reggie is fisting.
Reggie is fisting himself.
Reggie is going like, booyah! And
Moose is next to him.
Fangs
is under him. Sweet Pea's next to him. A quad of,
in the making.
Like a quad of their own.
A quad of their own, some might say. Archie scans the room and lands on Hiram Lodge.
The doors to the gym open.
And it's Sheriff Minetta with a gang of deputies. And they handcuff Archie Andrews.
And arrest him for the murder
of Cassidy
Bullock.
As you'll remember, it was only Andre and Archie in the woods with Cassidy that night.
And Andre is dead.
Murdered by Small Fry.
Who was murdered
by Hermione. And Archie is arrested in front of the entire school, dragged out of Riverdale High Gymnasium as Hiram gets the last laugh.
And what do we close on?
A disgruntled Choni.
And that's season 2.
Yeah! In Riverdale tradition, the finale, honestly, was way less entertaining than the penultimate episode.
Yes, it's sort of unfortunately Roberto does kind of go into the Ryan Murphy of it all, where you know how Ryan Murphy always like ends American Horror Story seasons on like the shittiest note ever. It'll be like the craziest stuff happens and there's like 3 more episodes and you're like, what?
Yeah, and there's also mid-season arc, which is kind of just nestled in between, some would say, the more interesting Black Hood events. Like there's that whole gap in the middle where we think the Black Hood is dead.
And we're just like fucking and sucking.
And like dealing with Hiram being a mafioso. This is one of my favorite seasons.
It is a good one. There is a lot going on.
Yeah.
It's kind of crazy, but not too out there.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things being set up that will actually be multi-season arcs, which is nice.
There is some of the most iconic Riverdale imagery. I hate to say, like
the Choney kiss.
Never forget that this is the same season where the Alice Shove-It Hal dress was debuted.
Yes, Thunder, Feel the Thunder, Lightning,
Feel
then the
thunder. We get Carrie the musical this season.
We get the Clumpster.
And
then we lose the Clumpster.
And we get the introduction of Fangs, Sweet Pea.
The new
Reggie. We get like some really beautiful stuff.
And who won? Archie again.
Archie won again. Betty came in second.
Ronnie third.
Then
Cheryl fourth. And then Jughead.
Yeah.
Which makes sense because we know our biases.
Yeah. We did get a lot more quad innings this season. Let's just say 3 people lost their boyfriend in that arrest.
Yes. Stick around because it gets crazy. And it gets fun.
And I think beginning next season, you will really get to experience the depth of the timeline.
Perhaps the Z-axis.
The Z-axis will be explored.
We're doing 3D modeling, guys.
Thank you to everyone that's sticking by us so far.
Please, yes. We love you guys.
Yeah. And...
Bye. He puts his hand on her head, holds it with a vice grip, pops.
No.
Betty's gone.
No.
She didn't make it.